The chapter I'm doing is about conflict. Conflict means inevitable disagreement between two different individuals, which can affect our image and our relationship. And today, for my video is about the economic conflict between U.S. and China. Mediators are the third-party intervention which can as a third person, as a consultant, as a guide to give two disputants a better understanding about their own problem, their own conflict, and calms the atmosphere down to give two disputants the space to think about what are they going to do. Give them a slow progress, and they also can give options to choose a better satisfying decisions to make. In US and China, there's no mediators to calm both countries down to make things better, and both countries are now in debate. Evil suggests that people blame immigrants or foreigners, that they step into their own countries and take what they deserve, their rights. And that's how what happens in US and China. There happens in economic trade. The trade is the main problem that caused them to have conflicts. What I'm going to show you in the next example is is one of the articles about the trade between US and China. US, they filed accusations associated with a company with Japan and the other Euro countries to just go against China. The unfair restrictions, and the second one is that China manipulate the currency markets by lower down the yuan values. China also produce around 97% of rare earths, and US is just started producing. But however, China on the other hand, they deny about it. The economic context we see here is the trade of export. US thinks that China is getting everything they want, and they have no chance to get what they want. China's economy is on rise, so the growth is on rise. So that's why US thinks that their position is in threat, is in struggle to maintain their position, and this is why the beginning of the conflict. It's a cultural conflict. It's a conflict between two different cultures which have two different mindsets. We have two different races, religion, and for example, China and US, it means also the Western and the Asians. Culture clash happens that results in conflict. You read right now is for the first beginnings of what I say about Chinese, how they solve their issues and stuff. So that's how the other roots of it, also economic conflict, the other individual conflicts, like myself and other people, how am I going to deal with my own conflict. So that's what intercultural conflict means. But on the other hand, intracultural conflicts is like a conflict within your own culture. That's like your own religion. Like I'm Chinese and I'm having conflict with my other Chinese friend. Or for example, the battle between the two Chinese gangsters, they call Gihin and Haisan, is around 1860s until 1870s. I've made a mind map which is based on a journal by Christine Locke. We see the Chinese point of view of conflict. So at the beginning, they think that conflict means logically incompatible. However, Americans think that Chinese view of conflict means contradiction. On their point of view, America's point of view, according by the Oxford Dictionary, they think that conflict is a serious disagreement. For the concept, on the Americans by Thomas and Rahim, they think that they're focusing more on the dual concern model. But however, on the Chinese, they're more focusing on the harmony, face, personal connections, social status, and holisticity. And the third one is the personality. The personality we can see is that Chinese, they sees the whole picture. They sees everything, they emphasize everything, and that also means that they change from one issue on another. But however, Americans are more they're more like doing the one-man show, the one-man work. They also can be reluctant to cooperate with other people. They also can place a greater importance on the contractual safeguards than the Chinese, and they are more focused on details. They see their whole mindset, their whole personality, and how the way they solve their problems can cause the bigger problem. You call it the cultural clash, and this cultural clash can lead to the greater problem is called the conflict. In conclusion, I'm going to end my presentation with a quote by Max Lucado. Conflict is inevitable and combat is optional. So that's what China and Americans are going to be. Either they have, if they follow the conflict still going on, and there will be a war, or there will be none unless they work together. So that's all for my presentation, and thank you for watching.